Hi everyone, and welcome back to Scrap Addict Creations. I'm Diane, and today we're going to be looking at some layouts that I did while I was kind of recouping. So let's get sharing those layouts. Okay, so today I have these layouts that I decided I wanted to work on kind of while I was recovering, but I'm not fully recovered, so it's got to be a quick video or I will cough too much, of course. But I started working on Lizzie's preschool, and this was her preschool class. It's a very simple layout. I basically took the Smarty Pants and I used it's the notebook paper, but it's kind of rainbow. I really like it. And I cut it down here a little bit so I could make it longer. And I just kept it on one side, and then I put a little strip here and then a zip strip. And then I just had printed this up, and then I have a picture of the kids, which was really funny because Lizzie stopped by the other day and she was like, "Oh, I remember her. I remember him. Oh, look how young he is," which was talking about him. And it was really cute to see how she reacted to this. So I have been working on this as I can, and I just thought it would be a good thing to share. I will have individual pictures and bits on the blog, and I'll try to put it at the bottom of this video too. It's a little harder, but I will do my best, okay? Okay, so layout number 2 that I did is my favorite. I love this layout, and it's might not be for everybody. It's kind of a cluster of, a jumble. And I had the kids' names from the class. I had the teachers' names. I had a daily schedule, and I had Lizzie's bits. I even had her fingerprints. Like, wow, cool. So I had this picture from her first day of school, and this was from her birthday. They had, no, this was when they did this one, sorry. Multiple pictures, lots of information. And I just kept looking at this thinking, I want to do a bulletin board. So I cut out these little push pins or thumbtacks on the Cricut. I cut them out in, let's see, it would be pewter. And then I've got, what do I got here? I got Sundance, I got Sapphire, I got Bluebird, I got Candy Apple, and I have, what is this color? It's not Limeade. That's the new one. It's whatever the old one was. I'm sorry. Let me grab my old one file. So it would be not avocado, green apple, I think. Nope, it's avocado. Okay, so just cut those out. That's right. I took the colors off of this little title. I made these titles for each of the kids' school years. And so I wanted to kind of tie that in with the preschool. And so she had her thumbprint and fingerprint. I cut out the words that they used. This one keeps pulling up, so I'm going to have to add a little more adhesive there. Cut a little tag, just kind of matted these bits. Put in some stickers from the Smarty Pants. Had to remember what line it was. So I put those in because I wanted to kind of have that little bit of extra stuff, thumbtacking in. Also put the alphabet because, of course, in preschool, first grade, second grade, kindergarten, all those grades, you've usually got something with the ABCs up there. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I just loved this page. I really did. But again, information for all the bits will be on my blog and possibly at the bottom of this video. This is my least favorite layout of all of them. Lizzie had a crown, and I did end up cutting that crown. I also have a little cut out of this side because I had used it to make the balloons and Lizzie's frame right here. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough. And this little bow. So I made the little owl because I thought he was, just cute with the little balloons. I originally was going to be doing the number of balloons from the stamp set, and it didn't work out. I accidentally stamped 5s. Then I realized they were too big. Then I realized they were the wrong age. She was 4. So it was like, okay, that's not working. But I did add a little bit of pop tape to the top of these guys. And I just cut, like I put this is the paper from Celebrating You. And I just took the crown and put it across and cut it to fit. That's all I did. There was stickers here and there on it. I didn't care. I just thought it would look okay. And I wanted to make sure that I used the new, what is this new purple color? I did not get the ink on it. So I'm going to go and look here, Royal. So I'm using the Royal color as the background and for the balloons and this bow and her picture. So the next activity, because her birthday is early September, so then they went to a pizza place. Now, the problem I'm having with this layout, or all of these layouts kind of, is that there's one picture for everything for the most part. So this is everybody there, and this picture was actually cut at an angle. So I was trying to figure out how to do it. Originally, I was going to have the pizza box kind of more at an angle where this was kind of in the center, and then I was going to put a pizza right here. And that looked horrible, absolutely horrible. So I used this paper this is from the Four Seasons Summer, and I used Craft, and I used Toffee, and I used, this is Scarlet, and this is Honey Butter. And I cut out these pizza boxes. I believe this is one of them that I got from Miss Kate's Cuttables. And so I just kind of folded this where the folds were to kind of give it dimension, as well as put some pop tape up here. And I did pop tape on this one too, just to kind of give it a little more dimension. I did, of course, fold these too. I didn't on the bottom. I just thought it looked fine. And then I put a little flag here. The next one is Cowgirl Cutie. Okay, this stuff I got definitely from Miss Kate's Cuttables. Sorry if my voice is going in and out. I really liked the Cowgirl, and this was like Cowgirl Up, I think, or something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. Or My Cowgirl, something like that. I didn't like the way the title was. I liked the Cowgirl. I liked the script of it. It kind of reminded me cowgirly. But I liked this cutie that was on another one, so I merged them. And then the daisies came with that. And I'll have that link as well for both of the cutout files. And then it had hay bales, one of them did. And I put the brown, I did espresso. I used a lot of espresso. These flowers are in ballerina and espresso, light and dark, depending, you know. I used a little white gel pen on it. And then, of course, this is in espresso dark. Back of this hat is espresso dark. And then I did pink because, not because Lizzie's hat is pink, it is actually brown, but she was kind of in white cowgirl boots, and there's a lot of pink there. There's denim as well, but I decided to go with the pink round. And I did shortbread on the hay barrels and then espresso, like I had started to say. And then I took my twine, let me grab it, this twine, and I just wrapped it around because I didn't feel like it was giving it enough kind of dimension. And then I did pewter here for the light and dark for the horseshoes, white and ballerina for the cowboy boots. And then I took my ballerina ink and I used this to add ink behind here because it needed a little something. It's kind of hard to see because ballerina is really light and faint, but you can see it in person. It gives it just enough oomph that I wanted. And then, of course, the white gel pen. And then I did it actually on the boots, too, like they were kind of dirty. And then we have this adorable rope, but I didn't like it at first because it looked, let me grab the other one. It looked like this. And I was like, oh, that's kind of boring. You know, I mean, just look at that. That's just boring. And then I wove them together and it gave it that more texture and I really liked it. So I was really happy with this one. I think I did a pretty good job. I feel good about it. One picture, in this picture, I had to use wet glue to even stick it down. It was one of the worst, and it was like ripped here. Oh, it was horrible. but that's what happens when you're taking things apart. Then they went to the pumpkin patch, and so I used Crisp Air. I believe this is Crisp Air. I don't believe this is the fall seasons. I'm pretty sure it was Crisp Air. I don't have it out right now. No, I think it's either fall seasons fall, or it's Crisp Air. It's one of those. So I cut out these pumpkins. This was just a Cricut file. She came cut into a pumpkin, and so I just matted it on black. I'm having to hand cut a lot of these. I think they're turning out pretty good. Not perfect, but I'm not gonna cry over it. I removed the face on these, and then I added the Pumpkin Patch Fun. I probably should have taken the Pumpkin Patch Fun and removed it from this and just had it kind of there. This one is popped at the top, so is this one. I took leaves from another pumpkin and then these little twirlies from another pumpkin as well. They just had this piece on it, and I wanted a little more on the page, and I did go with the stripe page. I didn't mat it on anything else. And then this piece is the only piece that I popped fully. So all the tops of the pumpkins I popped. I popped the top of this, and everything then, lays, it's kind of at an angle. Okay, I can't do it. Sorry. But this piece is popped, and I was really happy with it. I might go back and add some dimensional color on these. I might not. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Word to the wise, when you cut letters and you have an area between them, don't just line them up and put the letters in. Kind of put these letters in and then put the next one on, because that's why this big patch is here, is because I had a strip of Pumpkin Patch Fun, and I cut it, and then I put one here and put pumpkin, and then I put the other one here and put Patch Fun, and then I took it off, and I was like, oh, there's this big gapping right here, but I think it's okay. I think we're going to live with it and not worry, because I did adhere these with glue. There is a little bit of black on here, though. Let's get that off. Okay, so that is that one. Then the next one I worked on, this one I wasn't loving. Now I absolutely love it. I love the teepee. It is so cute. And I believe I got this from Miss Kate's Cuttables, I think. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. So this is, what is this? This is espresso on top and bottom. And this is mink. And then I just used Sundance, Nectarine, and Paprika. And then I used a couple of the hearts off of the sticker sheet as well as this. So when I got this one, her picture was cut right here, and it's got a little scoop out of it because they had a teepee over it in felt, and it kind of flopped open so you could see the picture, but you had to open it to see the picture, which is what I didn't like about it. And so I didn't really want to go back and do another teepee, but I decided that I had to go that route because of the shape of the picture. So I'm glad I did. I really, really do like this teepee. I love the decoration on it. I think it turned out amazing. I added extra stickers. I added, like, it had one of the flags going that way. I added them all this way with one sticker. I'm happy with it. But at first I was not. This was a hard one. That was a very hard one to start with. This one, cutest turkey in class. I was like, cutest turkey in the class or cutest turkey in class? I don't know which one is right. I also think I need to add some twine up here. I haven't done that, but I've got some of the stripe paper, the fall paper. I did splatter this. It looks like I splattered it in black, but I actually used espresso, and then I just added some espresso ink because it was kind of too much white space, and with just the splatters, it wasn't enough. This is, I actually think this is just a Cricut file. So if it is, I will have that file. This picture was a random one of fall, and then they had this picture cut of Liz as a turkey, and then they outlined it. And so I was able to pull that up, but yeah, and it looks like, oh my goodness, it is the same picture. They did the same picture. Where is that other one? It is. It's the same picture. That's funny. Oh well, it doesn't matter because she's in here, she's right back here, of course, looking off to the side. But I thought it was cute, and so I popped this one, I popped this. This one's flat. And then I love this font. I love that. And I love how it fit on there because it wasn't straight. So I didn't have to worry about it. But I put the one piece here, glued the letters down. Then I put the next piece closer. So I didn't have that big gap that I had on that other one. Okay. Then the last one I worked on, I know I've been just kind of having fun. It's easy to kind of work on these and then get up and go cough in another room, or, not have to worry that I have to edit too much. So I used one of the mix-in papers, and I cannot remember, I'm so sorry, which one it is, but I will have that information. I'm sorry I'm not better prepared, but I did cut this bear out. I think this is just a Cricut cut as well. I cut around the picture, matted it on White Daisy and espresso, and then of course the mix-in paper. I did a little bit of espresso ink on these two and around the circle. This is only a half circle, and honestly, I'm looking here and you can tell it's a half circle. I have the other half over there. Did the little bow in that pattern too. And then I added a little bow, and then I put one of the little hearts. The heart cut out of, I think it was a title or something that I was checking out, and I ended up not using it. I wasn't sure when this actually happened, and then I remembered the sad story about this. This is one of the school's teddy bear. This was PJ and Teddy Bear Day, and we were actually in the hospital having Miranda, so the girls were at my mom's or at my mother-in-law's, and they didn't know it was PJ and Teddy Bear Day. So Lizzie doesn't look too happy here because, she's not in PJs, and that's not her teddy bear. But I thought I'd include it. And, we talked about the funny little story, and she's like, oh, that's why I'm not smiling. So, yeah, I feel bad about this one, but I'm still going to document it. And she's got a cute bear on there now. So maybe I should take a picture of her now as an adult with her favorite bear and see if that will make it up to her. It won't, but it could be a fun idea. But that's what I've been working on. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird and if there's some weird cuts here and there from having to cut out coughing. I will try to get back on more of my videos later this week. I'm going to try to do one again on Wednesday, and maybe just like a simple small video. I'm not sure what, but I'm going to try because I really do want to keep doing my videos. I just also don't want to have them be weird because of the breaks. So thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed these layouts. I really had a lot of fun, especially with, let's open it up. Sorry. Especially with this corkboard one. This one was my favorite. I loved it. And I'm glad I got to do it. And I want to do this for the other kids too. I don't really have as much information on Miranda, but I think I have as much information on Allison. So that'll be awesome because this looks so cool to me. But that's just kind of the way I organize and like things. I love a good bulletin board. And yeah. So thank you so much for coming to see my layouts today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and play today. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Leave a comment and have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.